friends, it's Robert Stellick. Welcome to the Blue Planet Surf Shop in Honolulu. Today I would like to introduce you to our brand new 2024 line of foil boards. And as you might know, we've been designing foil boards since the very beginning. We made some of the first production stand-up paddle foil boards and prone surf foil boards. And for this year, we kind of stepped it up a notch with super premium construction. We're using a new factory that makes really lightweight boards and excellent construction with some of the features that are exclusive to us, like the sup grip handle, which makes it super easy to lift it up and carry it. They have full carbon top and bottom. There's a PVC reinforcement on the deck in the standing area, so high density foam sandwich. And then there's double stringers that go on either side of the boxes. So there's a stringer system that goes about 2/3 up the board to save weight in the nose and keep the swing weight as low as possible. So PVC stringers. There's also high density foam block in the board to reinforce the boxes. So all put together, it results in a really lightweight construction that's still durable and will last a long time. So durability is always key to me. I don't want to make a super light board that's just going to be fragile and start falling apart quickly. So we're looking for a good combination of super lightweight and also durable. So let's go over some of the design features of our latest boards. And in this video, I'm going to talk about all of our foil boards. So we have boards for surf foiling, boards for stand-up foiling that are also good for beginner wing foilers. Then we have dedicated wing foil boards for free riding, and then we also have our downwind master boards. Like this is the 610 downwind master. These boards are great for downwind foiling with a paddle, but also for light wind wing foiling. These are great because they get going in really light wind. Some of the shaping features that all our boards have are a slightly rounded convex nose that just when you're foiling and you drop down off the foil at a high speed, when you touch the water, this nose shape kind of glances off the water smoothly without hitting the brakes, and so you can easily recover from dropping down on the water. And then so it goes from kind of softer rails to harder rails. The harder tucked under rails kind of start in the middle of the board and then go all the way to the back. These downwind master boards also have a little bit of an edge that's lower down, so it has like that beveled edge with another edge for water release. So we've been using them for flat water paddle ups, and I'm happy to report that even myself, I'm able to stand up paddle up onto the foil now in flat water, which I've been struggling with for a long time. So on the 7.6 downwind master, I can finally do it. So I'm really happy about that. So the downwind master boards also feature extra long tracks. So they're good for any foil system that you can, mount. Armstrong and lift foils usually like to be a little bit further up, while some other foils like Go foils and Axis and so on, they like to be a little bit further back on the board. So because of these longer board lengths, we have an extra long track in them. On the deck, the downwind master only has a handle on the deck to keep drag low on the bottom. All our foil boards have a slightly concave deck that helps with stability, center of balance, and then just getting up on the board makes it a little bit more easy to balance on. It just keeps a little bit more meat in the rails while keeping the deck a little bit lower. It's nothing exaggerated. There's no hard rails on the top to avoid damage. Water can run off easily and so on, so it's not an exaggerated concave, just a slight concave that makes it really comfortable to paddle on. And then all the boards have foot strap inserts, so you can use them with foot straps in different locations. The downwind master has foot strap locations in the front for left and right, and then one in the center and the back. So the downwind master comes in two sizes, 610, and then this is the 7.6, a little bit longer, a little bit more volume. So this one's great if you want to do flat water pop-ups or downwind paddling for a little bit heavier paddler. The 610 is a great board for a little bit lighter downwind paddler or higher performance. or also for light wind wing foiling, the 610 is a great choice. So next, let's look at the Wingmaster V3 boards. This is our third generation of Wingmaster boards, specialized wing boards for intermediate to advanced wingers. Basically, some of the changes we made were narrower, so the widths are narrower. They come in 3 different sizes, 4.8, 5.0, and 5.5. So they're relatively high volume, from 69 liters to 79 liters to 92 liters of volume. They have a decent amount of volume, but they're quite narrow, 22, 23, and 24 inches wide. And that narrower width just makes it easier to get going in lighter winds because the board has less drag. A wider board is a little bit more stable side to side, but we found that the foil can give you a good amount of stability underwater. So you can start on a narrower board, and then once you accelerate, that narrow width really reduces the friction a lot. So you're able to get going in lighter winds. So I really been enjoying the 4.8. I weigh about 85 kilograms, and that I use a 69 liter board, so it doesn't quite float me, but with a little bit of pressure in the wind, I'm able to ride it pretty easily. But usually I recommend for someone starting out, get a volume that is about floating you, and then as you advance, you can get a board that's slightly smaller than what you need to float you. But I've actually went from having a lower volume board as low as like 50 liters back to like 69 liters. I just find having that extra volume really helps, especially when the wind gets light or you need a little bit of help getting up on foil. On the bottom, we also have a handle which makes it easy to carry with the foil attached to it or the foil off. We left off the handle on the deck. Find just one handle is enough. And then on these boards, we also have lots of insert options. Like the back foot strap, you can either center mount it if you're switching your feet, or if you just use one foot position, we have them offset by 2 inches to either side. And there's lots of front to back adjustment options too. So you can have a narrower stance, a wider stance, whatever you prefer, more forward, more back on the board. And then in the front, we have the left or right foot straps. If you're just riding without switching your stance, like a lot of us here do on Oahu, you can just put one strap in the front and one offset in the back, and it's really well balanced. The pad, of course, once again has the micro dots, has like a beveled edge. Really good pad, goes all the way to the nose to tail. Got the double leash plugs, so you can either put a string through both foot to stronger, or you can just attach your leash to one plug, which makes it come back at an angle so it doesn't recoil straight back at you. So that's a little bit safer. On the bottom shape, we made the tail a little bit wider. So compared to the Wingmaster V2, it has more of a pintail. So we kept the width, and also the bottom is flat. There's no chiseled tail or angled tail. We just found that the flatter tail just really helps with acceleration and helping you pop the board off the water once you get up to speed, and especially with like the higher speed, high aspect foils that need a little bit more speed to get going. If you're using a smaller high aspect foil, this kind of shape really helps release the board off the water with the hard rails in the back, and a little bit wider tail just allows you to kind of push off the tail a little bit for the takeoff. Okay, so those are the Wingmaster V3 boards. Next, let's look at the Wing Sup boards. So those are stand-up paddle foil boards that are also great for beginner wing foilers. So these are our Wing Sup boards, new model for us. These are great for stand-up foiling, wider and more stable than our Wingmaster boards. Also really great for people who want to use one board for both stand-up foiling and wing boarding, or people that are just getting into wing foiling and want more stability. So this is a really versatile board, really nice design, and it comes in 3 sizes, 510 by 110 liters. We have 6'4" by 124 liters, and then a 6'9" by 136 liters. So you would pretty much choose this by your body weight. So we recommend going about 10 to 20% over your body weight in kilograms for the volume. And then obviously these are quite a bit wider than our Wing Sup boards, so 28, 29, and 30 inches wide. So that extra width gives you a lot more stability. Otherwise, the features are quite similar. We got the fully padded deck, little tail kick. So once again, we got a wider tail with pretty sharp edges, pretty far forward, and then the convex rounded boofy nose that allows you to drop down off the foil and pop back up without the nose breaking or slowing you down. Real neutral on if you drop off the foil. Okay, so those are our wing sups. Next, let's look at our surf foil boards, which are an excellent choice for prone surf foiling. Okay, so these are the surf foil boards. We have two sizes, 5'4" and 5'9", and I designed these boards to make prone surf foiling as easy and user-friendly as possible. They're a little bit longer and have more volume than a lot of the boards that you'll find on the market today. So the surf foil boards don't have deck pads or inserts installed for foot straps, because most people will use them without foot straps, and most people prefer using either wax or wax mats and maybe a tail pad on these boards. So we have those available, but basically we're trying to keep the weight as light as possible. Same thing, full carbon construction with the PVC sandwich deck reinforcements, and similar on the bottom shape for easy takeoffs, a flat bottom with relatively wide tail and hard rails. Makes it really easy to catch a wave, makes it easy to get that takeoff speed that you need to ride a smaller, faster foil. So similar in design with the hard rails, pretty far forward, and then that boofy nose for soft touchdowns. So I hope you enjoyed this little recap of our latest foil designs. If you have any questions, you're welcome to call our shop at 808-596-7755 or come by in person, and also check out details on our website at blueplanetsurf.com. I'm putting links down below in the description to each of the lineups of boards. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe to our Blue Planet Surf YouTube channel, where we put out new videos every week. Thanks so much for watching. See you on the water. Aloha.